All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Valsa Williams. The headlines. A high-level central team visiting flood-hit Kerala today to review relief and rehabilitation measures by banks and insurance companies, Kochi Airport to resume operations after over 2 weeks. NIA arrests Deputy Superintendent of Amphala Prison in Jammu in a terror conspiracy case. Centre and the World Bank signed $300 million loan agreements for India Energy Efficiency Scale-Up Program. Nepalese Prime Minister says BIMSTEC summit in Kathmandu will be beneficial in facing challenges of global warming and achieving sustainable development goals. And in Asian Games today, sprinter Duti Chand to run for 200-meter gold. Indian women's hockey team to play China in semi-finals. A high-level central team is visiting Kerala today to review the relief measures and rehabilitation efforts being undertaken by banks and insurance companies in the light of the recent floods in the state. The delegation, led by the Union Minister of State for Finance, Pon Radhakrishnan, comprises Additional Secretary Debashish Panda and Economic Advisor N. Srinivasa Rao from the Department of Financial Services. Our correspondent has the details.
Various relief measures pertaining to reopening of all flood-affected bank branches and ATMs and extension of loan repayment period have already been initiated by all the banks. All insurance companies have also started processing various flood-related claims to ensure expeditious settlement. They have already established special camp offices, deployed additional surveyors, and waived document requirements for speedier claim payment. The ministry said widespread publicity is being done about setting up of facilitation centers and appointment of nodal officers in the newspapers and electronic media for ensuring that maximum relief benefits are availed by the affected population. With Dipendra Kumar, Tripti Srivastav, AIR News, Delhi.
Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has said the government will soon come out with an action plan to rebuild the state. The Chief Minister told this to reporters in Thiruvananthapuram after reviewing the post-flood situation in the state. Mr. Vijayan said the State Assembly, which has been convened tomorrow for a day to discuss the situation, would deliberate upon all issues and the government would finalize the action plan. Meanwhile, the Kochi International Airport, which was forced to stop its operations since the 14th of this month following flooding, is commencing services from today. The National Investigation Agency, NIA, has arrested Deputy Jail Superintendent Firoz Ahmed Lone of Amphala Prison in Jammu for allegedly conniving with a man lodged there to send youths to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir for arms training to wage war against India. In a statement in New Delhi, the NIA said that Lone has been arrested along with the main accused, Ishaq Palla. Our correspondent reports, while Palla has been remanded to 10 days NIA custody in Jammu, Lone will be produced before the court today to seek his custody.
The case pertains to an attempt by Suhail Ahmed Bhatt and Danish Ghulam Lone, who were arrested earlier, to travel to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir for arms pertaining to wage war against the state. They were motivated by this Ishaq Palla. Both were arrested by Jammu and Kashmir police in Kupwara district near the line of control while trying to cross over to POK on October 2017. The main accused, Ishaq Palla, was lodged in Srinagar jail in a different case, and he was instrumental in hatching the conspiracy from jail. He was actively assisted by Deputy Superintendent Firoz Ahmed Lone. With Dipendra Kumar, Gulshan Rawat, AIR News, Delhi.
Still in Jammu and Kashmir, a gunfight is underway between joint security forces and terrorists at Munward area of Anantnag district since early this morning. Security sources said 2 gunmen are believed to be trapped in a residential house. There was no immediate report of any casualty till now. Details are awaited. Pune police has said 3 of 5 activists, Vernon Gonsalves, Arun Ferreira and Varavara Rao, have been brought to Pune and they will be presented in a court today. Additional Police Commissioner Shivaji Bodke told AIR that after getting transit remand, Gautam Lav Lakha and Sudha Bharadwaj will also be brought to Pune and will be presented in court. They were arrested in connection with the Bhima Koregaon violence. The issues of social justice, National security and welfare schemes of the Modi government have emerged as the main poll planks at the NDA Chief Ministers Conference in New Delhi. At the day-long meeting of BJP Chief Ministers in New Delhi yesterday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi listed a number of decisions and legislations effected by his government, benefiting all sections of society, particularly Dalits, other backward communities, the poor and farmers. Briefing reporters on the meeting, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Raman Singh said party leaders discussed preparations in every state for the parliamentary elections and also upcoming assembly polls in 3 states. Mr. Raman Singh said the decision taken by the Modi-led government in enhancing the MSP of Rabi and Kharif crops has impacted the life of farmers positively.
जो निर्णय लिए केंद्र सरकार ने, जिसका देशव्यापी एक परिणाम आ रहा है, जो किसानों के लिए सबसे बड़ी बात, जो न्यूनतम समर्थन मूल्य में वृद्धि की, पिछड़ा वर्ग आयोग को संवैधानिक दर्जा देना, SC/ST के अधिकार की रक्षा हेतु कानून बनाने का काम, ये ऐसे निर्णय हैं जो देश के अंदर सभी समाज को प्रभावित करने वाला है.
Replying to a query on the NRC in Assam, Mr. Singh said the party's stand is clear on the issue and illegal infiltration will not be tolerated. Union ministers, including Rajnath Singh, Arun Jaitley and Nitin Gadkari, also attended the meeting. The Election Commission will continue its deliberations in Madhya Pradesh today for smooth and fair conduct of the upcoming assembly elections in the state. It will hold meetings with top officials on security and election management issues today. Chief Election Commissioner O.P. Rawat, along with Election Commissioners Sunil Arora, Ashok Lavasa and other senior officials, held a meeting in Bhopal yesterday with representatives of political parties in this regard. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. The central government and the World Bank have signed $300 million loan agreements for India Energy Efficiency Scale-Up Program. They signed $220 million loan agreement and an $80 million guarantee agreement for the Efficiency Scale-Up Program in New Delhi yesterday. The program, to be implemented by the Energy Efficiency Services Limited (EESL), will help scale up the deployment of energy-saving measures in residential and public sectors, strengthen EESL's institutional capacity, and enhance its access to commercial financing. Speaking on the occasion, Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Samir Kumar Khare, said that the program will help tackle the financing, awareness, technical and capacity barriers faced by new energy efficiency programs and support the Ujala program of the government. The people of Jammu and Kashmir are reaping the benefits of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana as they are being provided financial assistance for construction of houses. Under the scheme, the Housing for All by 2022 mission is being implemented in all 78 towns and the 2 capital cities of Srinagar and Jammu in 2 phases. Here is a ground report from our Srinagar correspondent.
Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in Kashmir has given confidence to the beneficiaries. A woman beneficiary, Nilofer from Block Parniwa of Central Kashmir's Budgam district, expressed her joy after having concrete housing facility under the Yojana.
Earlier we had tin shed to live in. Like others, we had a dream to have our own concrete residential house. Now we are feeling very good. The best part is that now we are safe.
Another beneficiary, Manzoor Ahmed from rural Central Kashmir, while talking about the housing facility under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, described it a pro-people government initiative.
We had no house, government provided financial assistance and we have house to live in. Now we have enough space to keep all household goods inside house. We are living happily. That is the big advantage.
As housing is fundamental human requirement apart from healthcare and education, it is hoped that all identified economically weaker sections shall be covered under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana so that their day-to-day life is made comfortable. Tariq Rathar, AIR News, Srinagar.
The Nepalese Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has said the 4th BIMSTEC summit beginning in Kathmandu tomorrow will be very beneficial in facing challenges posed by global warming, achieving sustainable development goals and expanding connectivity to ease movement among the people of member states and enhance cooperation. Briefing the lower house of parliament about the summit, Mr. Oli said that economic prosperity of the people of BIMSTEC region, expansion of road network and construction of Buddhist circuit will be the main focus during the summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be attending the two-day summit. Meanwhile, the 16th ministerial meeting of BIMSTEC is being held in Kathmandu today. The meeting will discuss the agenda for the summit. And now news from the 18th Asian Games being held in Indonesia.
India's medal hopes will rest in athletics today as well on day 11 of the events. Sprinter Duti Chand will be in action in the women's 200 meters final. Duti set herself up on course for her second medal of the Games after she finished first in the semi-finals yesterday with a stunning performance. However, the other Indian in the fray, Hima Das, failed to make the cut as she was disqualified for a false start. Meanwhile, Manjeet Singh and Jinson Johnson will look to qualify to the men's 1500 meters final today. Manjeet had clinched a gold and Jinson silver in the 800 meters race yesterday. The Indian men's 4x400 meters relay team will also be in action in the qualification, with Rakesh Babu and Arpinder Singh vying for top honours in triple jump. In women's hockey, India will take on China in the semi-finals. All India Radio will broadcast live commentary on the match from 6:25 p.m. onwards. In boxing, Vikas Krishan, Amit Phangal, Dheeraj Rangi and Sarjubala Devi will play their quarter-final bouts today. India is currently 8th in the medals tally with 9 golds, 19 silver and 22 bronze. Sabi Hassan Khan, AIR News.
Today is the National Sports Day. The day is celebrated on the 29th of August every year to mark the birthday of legendary hockey player Dhyan Chand. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted all sports enthusiasts on the occasion. In a tweet, Mr. Modi also paid tributes to the phenomenal hockey player Major Dhyan Chand on his birth anniversary. Mr. Modi saluted all those who have represented India in various sporting events. The Centre has issued an advisory to protect children from the suicidal online game Momo Challenge. In its advisory, Information and Technology Ministry has outlined the signs and symptoms that the child can show if they are under the influence of the game. The sign includes becoming withdrawn from friends and family, loss of interest in activities, and wound marks on any part of the body of the child. The advisory said parents should monitor their children's online and social media activity to ensure they are not engaging in the game. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Valsa. BJP Chief Ministers meet. Nationwide raids on Maoist sympathizers received prominent attention in the press this morning. Prime Minister Modi, Shah, tune CMs for 2019 polls. Told to reel in violence, rush welfare schemes is the lead in the DNA. Multi-state crackdown for alleged Maoist links headlines for statesmen. The Hindustan Times writes, raids in 5 states as cops see activist plot. ISRO sets 40-month deadline to put man in space, states the Hindu Business Line. 3 astronauts will spend 5 to 7 days in space, the Indian Express quotes the ISRO chief. Food grain output to hit all-time high of 285 million tons, riding on a near-normal monsoon, states the Hindu Business Line. On the record rain in Delhi yesterday, the Hindustan Times writes, Dawn downpour takes toll on NCR, the roads flooded and long jams. The Pioneer carries a photograph of a waterlogged road in Gurugram with the headline, Ordeal by Water. One tweet under a torrent of aid, says the Hindu Business Line, on how Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram supported rescue and relief efforts in Kerala and Karnataka, with people sending locations of marooned people to helicopter and boat rescue teams and tweeting to mobilize the relief material. And finally, antibiotics you throw away may be breeding superbugs. The Times of India sounds a note of caution as tons of painkillers and other medicines flowing down the Yamuna could be coming back to us in milk, vegetables and other agricultural produce. With that, it's back to you, Valsa.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. A high-level central team visiting flood-hit Kerala today to review relief and rehabilitation measures by banks and insurance companies. Kochi Airport to resume operations after over 2 weeks. NIA arrests Deputy Superintendent of Amphala Prison in Jammu in a terror conspiracy case. Centre and the World Bank signed $300 million loan agreements for India Energy Efficiency Scale-Up Program. Nepalese Prime Minister says BIMSTEC summit in Kathmandu will be beneficial in facing challenges of global warming and achieving sustainable development goals. And in Asian Games today, sprinter Duti Chand to run for 200-meter gold, Indian women's hockey team to play China in semi-finals. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.